Hello my dear children and parents. Welcome to class 9th of Indus Valley Public School Rat, where we were doing lesson number 4 from Beehive, and the name of the lesson is A Truly Beautiful Mind. Children, as we have already studied, this lesson is based on Albert Einstein. So one thought from his side. According to him, education is not the learning of facts but training of the mind to think. Given by Albert Einstein. So here I will be giving you the summary of the lesson where we have studied about the Albert Einstein, his birth, his childhood, his qualification, how he became a scientist and a successful person. Okay. So here comes with the summary. Albert Einstein was a German-born theoretical physicist who developed the theory of relativity, one of the two pillars of the modern physics. His work is also known for its influence on the philosophy of science. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March in 1879 in the German city of Ulm. Till the age of 2.5, he could not speak, and when he started speaking, he spoke every word twice. His playmates considered him to be boring, and his mother thought that he was crazy because of his abnormal large size of his head. At school, his headmaster regarded him as stupid and good for nothing, but he proved them all wrong. At the age of 6, at the instance of his mother, he learned to play the violin. He became gifted violinist. At the age of 15, his family moved to Munich. He did not feel comfortable with the strict discipline of the school and left it. On completing his schooling, he joined the university at Zurich because the atmosphere there was more liberal and accepted new ideas and concepts. He showed more interest in physics and mathematics. He met a fellow student, Mileva Marek, at the university. She was equally intelligent and clever. Later on, they married in 1903 and had 2 sons, but unfortunately their marriage did not survive and were divorced in 1919. Einstein married his cousin Elsa in the same year. After marriage, Einstein rose to world fame and acknowledged as a great scientist. After completing his education, he worked as a technical expert in the patent office at Bern in 1902. Here he worked secretly on his idea on relativity. In 1905, he published his paper on special theory of relativity, and according to this theory, if there are 2 clocks and both are moving, they will not show the same time. One clock will move faster than the other, followed by the world famous equation E is equal to mc square, where E stands for energy, m for mass of the object, and c for the speed of the light in a vacuum. In 1905, he published his paper on general theory of relativity, which gave an absolutely new definition to the concept of gravity. This theory made him a famous figure. In 1919, during the solar eclipse, his general theory of relativity came out to be accurate and revolutionized physics. Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921 and other medals too, such as Copley medals, Matteucci medal. In 1933, he emigrated to the USA as Nazis had come to power in Germany. He did not want his research to be used for destruction. So in 1938, when Germany discovered the principle of nuclear fission, he was the first person to write to the American president about the danger of the atomic bombs. In 1945, when America dropped the atomic bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, he was deeply hurt and wrote to the United Nations for the formation of a world government to prevent recurrence of such destructions. For another 10 years, Albert Einstein was involved in world peace. He was involved in politics, and his agenda was to stop the countries involved in collecting arms and developing weapons. He campaigned for world peace and democracy. His main agenda was world peace and freedom of people. Einstein could foresee the future. When he died in 1955 at the age of 76, The world celebrated him as a visionary. He was a world citizen and a scientific genius too. Now children, coming to the question answers. Here in the first question, some lines are given. You have to identify from which paragraph these lines are taken. I have done 2 for you, rest you will do by yourself. Okay, like Einstein's equation, paragraph number 9. Einstein meet his future wife, paragraph number 7. So now next, the making of a violinist. You have to find out where it is. Mileva and Einstein mother, which paragraph it is discussed. A letter that launched the arms race. A death straw full of ideas. Marriage and divorce. That way you have to find out the paragraph. Now coming to the question number 2. Who had this opinion about Einstein? He was boring, said by his playmates. He was stupid and would never succeed in life, headmaster. He was freak, mother. Next question. Explain that the reason for the following are: Einstein leaving the school in Munich for good. Strict regimentations and at school. So why he left the school? Because there were strict rules and regulations. Einstein wanted to study in Switzerland rather than in Munich because of liberal atmosphere. Einstein seeing in Mileva and Ellie because she, like him, she also disapproved of the Philistines, those who disliked art, literature or music. Next question. What do these tell about Einstein? So Einstein loved freedom. He was a liberal and cultural person. Next question. What did Einstein call his desk drawer at the patent office? Why? Einstein called his desk drawer at the patent office the Bureau of Theoretical Physics because he stored his secret papers on ideas on physics there. Why did Einstein write a letter to Franklin Roosevelt? Einstein feared that the Germans under the rule of the Nazis had developed the atomic bomb and could misuse it. So he wrote to the President of USA to warn him to this development. How did Einstein react to the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Einstein was deeply shaken by the disaster caused in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He wrote a public missive to the United Nations demanding the formation of a world government to stop the development of nuclear weapons. Why does the world remember Einstein as a world citizen? Einstein as a world citizen because of his efforts for world peace and non-violence. Now next question also you have to do by yourself. You have to rearrange these sentences. Like I have done 1, 2, 3. Like Einstein is born in the German city of Ulm. That Einstein family moves to Milan. Einstein attended a high school in Munich. So this now you will read out all the sentences and you will rearrange their sequence as they occur in the story. Okay, that way you have to rearrange these sentences. Now coming to the grammar exercise. So here some words are italic and bold, and some words are given in the bracket. So the most appropriate word from the bracket you have to find out, and you will be selecting that most appropriate word that will suit the italic as well as the bold word. Like first 2 I have done for you, rest you will do by yourself. A few years later the marriage faltered. Faltered, that is italic and bold. So what do it mean? That means became weak. Einstein was constantly at odds with people at university. So words are given at odds, and for this words are on bad terms, in disagreement or unhappy. So most appropriate word is in disagreement. So similarly you will find for others also. The newspaper proclaimed. So find out the word for proclaimed. Einstein got ever more involved in politics, agitating. So find out the word for agitating. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stiff-willed that he left the school for good. So for good you will be finding out the word. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. So in an uproar, the appropriate word you will find from the bracket. Science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man. Now appeal to, find out the appropriate word from there. So children, that's all. These things you will do if you purchase your syllabus, then you do in your book, or else you have to do in your notebook. Okay, please do it. Forward me the work. Till then, bye bye and take care. Go through the lessons. Any doubt, please do call me up. But you have to go through the lessons and videos. Okay? Fine. Bye bye and take care. Thank you so much.